What's up, everybody that may or may not be here right now? I'm gonna say may not. I haven't even seen Okami yet. What's the... Oh, okay. Calm down, microphone. I'm moving cables around. I punched it. What's up with that? No Okami? Nobody? Ain't nobody here but me? What the heck? Ken's not even here. What the heck's going on? I should probably select the game. Beep beep. All right. Well, I suppose regardless, oh, it's got a music player? I'll do this while I wait for a couple people. Dope. I couldn't hear this song anywhere else. Choose your aircraft. Two-prongy boys. Tailman. Ooh, and? Oh. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay. Long day. Ooh, this bass slaps. Hell yeah, pipeline destruction. Insert sex joke. Oh, gross. Faceless soldier. Adifix. Oh. Oh, siren song. Dragon's breath. Stonehenge. Man, I wish everybody knew what Stonehenge was that's gonna join my game. But if you haven't played Ace Combat 7, you have no idea. I never really played multiplayer. So, hear this a lot. Snake? Snake! Same game. What the fuck? Hell yeah. Pens. Ooh. Oh. Hey, Okami. Just fancy meeting you here. Just sitting here in this apparently Italian restaurant music. Anyways, I'm gonna get to it. Anyway, I'm playing some Ace Combat 7. Hey, Kevin, how was DCS? Vox 3. Red October, standing by. Do you want to... Hell yeah, I'm going to start from the beginning. Alright. Lowdown. If you guys haven't played this game before, that's sad. It's a fun game. It's not realistic at all, but boy, it's fun.
Does the color of the sky mean like anything special to you?
Anime for aviation.
It does to
nerds.
me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force.
Damn, Grandpa.
He lost faith in the Ocean Air
He flew
Defense
this
the day
roller.
my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
Backseat
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack
How's
dab
the
in
audio
middle
sound,
of
by the way,
desert
everyone?
west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype
Oh, look,
drone.
a drone.
It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right.
Whatever.
I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just
Kevin, do you want
older.
to get together and,
But
I don't
now,
know,
I was all alone.
build an F-104?
Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
Mach 2 jet rocket?
Then, finally, I was ready to break
Yeah.
the sound barrier.
We were just chilling
All
out.
this plane could do was take off,
Build it a military
accelerate,
plane.
and fly up.
It is a cool plane, though. Except it was called the Widowmaker, and it wasn't for killing enemies. Oops, sorry. I was just turning down the audio output. Crop circles. What? In 2 seconds, she was
So,
at
I flew up, straight
altitude of
through the clouds,
20,000.
high into the sky. Dark blue.
Yeah,
I could almost
this
touch
game's really good looking.
Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least.
Full
Damn,
ouchies.
I've never seen
It's
anything
an
move that
F-15.
fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in my events with me, piece of junk.
Yeah, no shit.
Built it to turn too.
Oh. Oops. How's the audio sound, Okami?
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzia as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site.
Communications. No. How are you talking to me?
Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured. Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
All right. So, do you know anything about Ace Combat, Okami? For anyone that doesn't know anything about Ace Combat, not really, just that they're cool jets. Yeah, there are cool jets. So anyone that doesn't know much about Ace Combat, it's in a universe where it's not necessarily on Earth, and the landmass is nothing like anything it is on Earth, but they have a lot of the Earth planes that you can fly, including I've gotten the Top Gun 2 planes as well. So it usually starts off, there's usually peace with everybody, and then there's always an overwhelming I guess Eastern country, and then an overwhelming country that resembles like USSR Russia kind of style, and there's always something that happens. All the Ace Combat games are canonical with each other. I'm not quite sure where this one falls in, but I know that this, like, it's the most recent one, so you know it's the most recent plane. So we can fly European planes, American planes, and Russian planes in this game. So let's do the F-22. So in this game, you can pick your planes and your planes weapons. So the story of this specific one is that there was peace throughout the world for a very long time after the most recent war, and to show like a symbol of peace, the American or Eastern country built a space elevator to try to distribute like wealth and such like that. But right now we're seeing that something has happened, and currently a Russian, with quotation marks around it, plane, I don't remember if it's Uktabani or what the names of them yet. We'll figure it out. But we're sent out to go attack this plane that just appeared in our oh, is it lagging? In our airspace.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming.
Also, I put that on.
That runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify.
Is it lagging? Why is what? One second. For some reason. What? Why is this game taking up 80% of my graphics card? Oh no. Here, let me I guess let me turn down the graphics, even though my brand new graphics card should be just fine. I'll just reload the game. Yeah, I looked at my GPU and it said 99%. I'm rocking a 3070 Ti. Alright, so give me a second. Options. Display. Nope, I need graphics. Don't I? Graphics. Oops. Advanced settings. I think I have everything's just set up high. Let's just. Adjust the ratio for 3D resolution of the game. I think that's just set up all the way. Let's see if this, it buffers a lot on desktop. It buffers a lot on desktop. What do you mean? Oh, my GPU is at 99%. Why? Let's see. Holy moly, you know, I'll just go medium then. I mean, the game's fun, so I don't mind this. Holy cow, why was my graphics card just like melting? That was strange. On desktop Twitch, yeah. My graphics card was set at... my graphics card's a 3070 Ti, and it was just peaking 99%. It was.
I am sorry, I'm late.
Oh, you're good. I'm just apparently fixing some things.
Okay. Are we starting from the top, or where are we at here?
Yeah, we're starting from the top. I'm gonna skip this cutscene because we already just watched it.
Do you mind giving me a quick Spark Notes?
Yeah, it was peaceful, and now suddenly we have an enemy aircraft in our airspace. Actually, here, listen to this. There never is, no.
You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force.
That's us, we're Usea.
Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft have burned overhead.
What? How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
There. That's what you missed.
I see. Thank you.
Yep. There's me, there's the other guy, and then this is the other friendlies, and this is the enemy TU 95.
So, time to go do a Top Gun anime, right? That's what we're about to go do.
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing.
Cool.
I think I gave everybody a good run through of kind of what's going on. How many GB is your card? Oh, gigabyte, 8 gig. It's an 8 gig card. I think maybe. Yeah, it's an 8 gig. It's an 8 gig card. It's 8 gig, and then it goes to 10 gig with the 3080, and then even higher for the 3080 Ti.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
I also have the skin from Ace Combat 4 on with the Rosgrees logo on. That's why I have that logo.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
I'm Mage 2.
The situation is tight.
Alright, here we go.
It's a hell of a homecoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Alright, I chose the F-22. Not a hard choice. I've played through this game and I have all the save data, so I'm also just flying with ridiculously good planes. Gotta teach myself how to play again.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
There it is.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Boom.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
I did it, guys.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Switch your radar.
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
MiG-21s, Cold War era planes, going against the 5th gen plane. Or 4th gen? I don't know. So, how many, have you played any Ace Combat games, Ken?
1 through 3? No, 4. I played 1. I don't know if I played 2. I'm pretty sure I either played 2 or 3. Not the other of that, and then 4.
So it had live action, live action in it, or kind of live action. It wasn't live action. It had animation in it, right, for the cutscenes.
Yes, like
yeah, that's Ace Combat 4.
That
That is the one with Rosgrees in it, and that's the skin I'm rocking.
I mean, like, I couldn't tell you shit from it, but like, I can like pick
Ace
up,
Combat,
like, you know what I mean?
Ace Combat 4 is one of the best ones. I haven't played Ace Combat 0.
I haven't either. I hear really good things about it, but 4 is definitely the best gameplay-wise. It's kind of like, for me, it's the equivalent of like Armored Core 2.
Oh, I've played it.
Franchise.
I know.
But yeah, you get where I'm going with that. But no, it's like, I'm not very good at remembering the story for these combat games, but like, it's
No one is. No,
I kind of like start picking up a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, you said Rosgrees. I was like, oh, I remember that skin now.
Yeah.
So it came back to me when I heard the name.
Yeah, look at my exhaust pipes move. Yeah.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Tally 2 bandits.
Whoa there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
My Mage 1, I forget.
Golem 2, let's maintain element.
They told me to repeat it, and you know, I forgot.
Got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Blown up.
Two new enemy groups.
Oh.
This is HQ.
Okay.
Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus.
Are there any drones? Drones. Everyone's so pissed off at these drones. And then I'm gonna flip over top. Got him.
Taking cover in the clouds.
There we go. It didn't blow him up? Fuck you.
Finish it off.
There we go. What the hell? It's still up. Oh, never mind, I stalled. I guess I'll just keep launching these at him until he... There he goes.
Bandit confirmed down. They can burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast. Roger that.
Poor Meg.
Thanks for the trigger.
I have an unrealistic amount of missiles on this plane. It's so fun. What?
That's like a 119. Oh, right.
Yeah, 119 missiles. 119.
Which plane did you get with?
The F-22.
Okay.
Duh.
That, yeah. In previous games, as I recall, that is still a higher number than previous games allowed for. Not that previous games didn't give you enough.
Oh no, it
is.
is. It actually isn't bigger.
I feel like it is, but that
It
could be
definitely
just
is
my
not.
memory's wrong.
Yeah, they.
I remember having like 70 plus missiles, but I don't remember.
They have
having triple
specialty
digits.
missiles that are real low numbers. Like I only have 6 specialty missiles on me right now.
Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Mission accomplished.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight
Thank
commander
you.
looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Oh look, it has a the artificial horizon works. That's cool.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
No, there weren't any friggin' drones. Yeah, it sure does, Kevin. All right, so we are being attacked by. Oh, what's this? Erusia, that's the one that was attacking us. I think my wingman's flying an F-16. And then you can watch replay, but fuck that. I just played it. This is the other cool thing that almost all Ace Combats do. Your debrief. You can,
Yes, the debriefs are the coolest part.
Because you could just watch your guy go. Bye.
Yeah, it's like the paper airplane version of what you just did.
Yeah, it's just like you get to watch your arrows and watch it flip around and such. How do I right bumper? Okay. I thought there was a way to speed up the track. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Shot those two down. Came over here. Shot that guy down. Flew over here. Like. Boop boop boop. Okay, we're done with that, dude. I do love my pretty playing games.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation.
How dare you,
As soon as the
Erusia.
news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction.
Hey,
The Air
I'm
Defense
Osia.
Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones.
It wasn't.
They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely.
What?
The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports.
Also, how's it
across
going,
the
Shiran?
country. According to the Secretary, all of the
It's
nation's
been a
aircraft
while.
carriers, including
Yeah.
one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian army.
What?
Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown.
They took our space
Our
elevator.
sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Fusion peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack.
Hey, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is
Thanks
officially
for the subscription
at war.
again, Thor.
Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Oh no. Okay, so there's Erusia. Oh, sorry.
20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yuja was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuja, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
Diggs.
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner.
All the Ace Combat games
And when all this was
have
going
this
down,
type of
I just
storytelling.
so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
So that's a 104 Starfighter. Those used to have an ejection seat that shot you down, the old models did, and like dropped you out of the plane.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived.
Son of a
I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war.
When she took off, she
all
was
in the
not
blink
in
of an
a
eye.
war.
I was tried, found
Rip
guilty,
Okami.
and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yusian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out.
Listen, lady, you
They
have a
set
gimp
their
leg.
dogs on me.
Charge the enemy. So, like, it kind of tells you multiple points of view during this war. So she is in the same side as your character is, but then was arrested
Erusia has
by
been
her
declared
country.
to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuuzhan continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yuuzhan. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the
Damn,
multinational
Erusia.
space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Grays Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Huh. So, land and air targets. All right. So anyway, she was shot down and landed in her country's airbase and then was arrested by her country for flying during war, even though war hadn't officially started until after she started flying. And then they kept her because they know that she can make or repair planes good enough to fly them. So she can be like a mechanic. And so they put her on this fake airfield, which is actually a thing that happens during war. You just put up fake airfields to make the enemy use resources to see if it's real or attack it or whatever, to keep a facade of an actual airfield being there.
I see.
Okay, so we're doing air and ground attacking. Let's use the F-35 because it has some pretty cool air-to-ground weapons. And it's very capable of flying. It's more than capable of flying air-to-air fighting too. So, do I have any skins? Oh, I do. What skins do I have? They all look the same. I'm going with Strider. Sortie.
Mage Squadron, Sortie, ASAP.
Oh, Kevin, I'll use the F-14 next on the next one then.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target, but HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
Excuse me, everybody. I'm gonna fly right by you.
Land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles?
Yeah.
Should be close.
Yep.
AA gun. Gonna shoot some of these. Shoot some of these.
The war has officially begun.
Oh, they aren't reloaded, so dodge all these bullets. F-14, best 14. Dude, give it up. we don't use those planes anymore.
Target destroyed.
All right, now all those are destroyed.
Discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our
Someone shot at me. Oh, it's right. It's Sam side. Sam sides.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online.
Let me not run into the ground there.
Too far from Allied territory. Fox 2, Fox 2. Enemy has fled.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Missed.
Oh, I'm dead.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Thanks, pal.
Radar vehicles destroyed.
Woo.
The interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
All right, I'm done with those. Now I gotta fight these aircraft.
Mage 2.
MiG-21. Oh, I missed it.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback from merchants.
There it goes.
Manuals in a
Let me
language we can understand.
make this a bit smaller so I can see what's going on in my radar.
Just affect your field of vision. They also mess with
Another MiG-21.
the Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets too.
They withdraw. What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Gun.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Oh, a C-17?
Alive for now.
I'll just take care of that real quick. Let me...
He's mine. He's not getting away. It didn't connect.
I didn't even kill him.
Fox 2.
All right. That's fine. That's fine.
Mage 2. Missile away. Target is hit.
Mage 2, enemy has a radar lock on you.
Locked.
Smack that 21. Smack that 21 again. Nope.
Mage 2, that's the stuff.
Golem 2, you can't go after every target.
Oh, shit. What the fuck did he have in him?
Mind focused.
5 targets remaining.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. All transports have been destroyed. But what were they carrying?
No shit. They see that
4 targets
explosion?
remaining.
Must be something important.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
All right. This
All right, let's
base
get this
is destroyed.
MiG-21.
3 targets remaining.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah!
Operations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear. 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch.
It's a MiG-21 up here in the sky. Oh, what?
What happened? Status report.
Multiple fogies on radar.
He's
Close.
playing the Pixelmon mod for Pokemon for Minecraft.
You're clear to engage. They're
Really
probably
tempted me
hostile.
to go out of my way to do this shit.
What?
It really tempted me to like go out of my way and play Minecraft finally.
it's fun.
Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys.
I finally got. Oh, Thor! I finally got a Charizard.
Drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what RNG turns
Which
Okay,
was
so
good,
this is where
HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits
they start adding in aircraft that don't exist. These types of drones, the Mark 90, MQ-99s.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war
Oh.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Ah, destroyed. Oh. Look at this.
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Hell
Squadron,
yeah.
you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Locked.
Bad luck, bad luck.
On his tail.
The hell?
The enemy
There's
knows a
missiles
few
doing
moves,
it.
but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger.
Mage 2, missile away. Mage 2, you've iced up.
Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take them down.
Mage 2, you've iced up.
I'm buying
In this game, if you fly in the clouds too long, it says ice forms on your wings and your control surfaces, and you start and you don't have as good as control as you're usually used to.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Of course it did. It's like all of these are only rear aspect missiles when
Missile did not connect.
that shouldn't be the case, including for this plane.
On target 6.
This plane should have a missile that has much better capabilities.
sights even in the clouds.
Don't ice up in there.
It didn't connect. Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Nice kill, Trigger.
Oh,
Enemy
God.
aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice
Shake
work,
this
everyone.
off.
Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to
Mission
base.
accomplished.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these
You know,
days.
it'd be great
You shoot,
What?
someone gets killed.
if like there's a shootout going on and
guys
you
in
got
charge
people over
take care of the
comms,
rest.
and like just as it's winding down because you survived the shootout, they kind of like just start paraphrasing some song like, I don't know, Wonderful World, something ridiculous and out of sorts for that. I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of funny, kind of like that Kojima type
You've given
radio
us air
talk.
superiority by
Yeah, this game has,
destroying our radar.
for some reason in this game, you pick up both your radio comms and the enemy's radio comms.
I like that, like if it's like they're going down comms, like, oh no, he got me or something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
you know,
they have
just to
plenty of
confirm the
that.
kill.
Oh yeah.
Like, I like comms like that for the enemies, but I don't want, like, what they're thinking the whole time, you know? Like, that it kind of kills my immersion.
Nah, it works for this game though.
It does.
Two-pronged strategy. What's this gonna be, bear?
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage.
All right, Kevin. Let's see if this is gonna be a good F-14
Ships
game
around
fight.
the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned.
What am I talking about? Of course, it's gonna be a good
Fortunately, our
F-14
cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel
mission.
2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint.
Oh, is this the one where I sneak into the?
First
Oh, it
objective
is. I
will be
think.
to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in
Oh,
order to
maybe not.
secure a route for the
Yeah, that's
support
next mission.
squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully.
All right.
Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced
Gas.
type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Good luck out there. Alright, the mission is to fly and attack all these F-16 and F-4s. Why is the enemy flying F-4s with F-16s? I suppose that they're comparable in speed, but that's it. All right, Kevin, which let's see. We have the F-14D model. I think there's a different F-14. So the F-14D, which is a later model of the F-14. I think we have one other F-14. F-14A. Ugh. I say. I swear I'm not disgusted by it. It's just that it's got terrible engines. The engines aren't great. I'm going with the. Never mind. I can also just take up Maverick's F-14, which somehow is better than the F-14D. Yeah. You want to do that? Let's take out Top Gun 2's F-14. What? It doesn't have the missiles that it doesn't have the multi-lock-on missiles. What is this? What is this? Oh, you want me to take out the D, Kevin? Let's see what the D has, weapon-wise. Yeah, it does. It's got this missile, this missile, the not real missile. Is it just shoot one and it locks on many? And then, yeah, we can do that. And then let's see what skin. Oh, can I do Rosgreaves? I can. I can also have the Jolly Roger skin, which is a real life skin on an F-14. It's got the skull and crossbow. I think the stream's way far behind because Kevin's talking about that thing and shoot down the 5th gen. Also, I haven't seen the new Top Gun, so let's all get that on the DL. I'm taking this. I'm sorry, Kevin.
It's all good.
We're taking this.
Mage Squadron aircraft preparations
It's a good one.
I said Kevin. I said sorry too. But you can take voice of Kevin and say it's all good. That's fine.
It's all good. It's
Thanks, man.
definitely all good. This is a sweet plane. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna do things. It's gonna be.
Look at that! Look at that
it's
plane!
Gonna rain down from above.
Look at this plane.
Yes, you're gonna rain
This
down
is
from
where.
above.
This is what it was meant to do: is take off of aircraft carriers.
And rain down from above.
The wings, the wheels. Come on, wheels. Automatically put those up, please.
Page 2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
I was trying to clear by turning right, but I guess it didn't want me to.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the
Much
current
sluggier.
airspace.
I love it.
We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to
Let's
Gollum
take
1,
care of
thank you,
this.
lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
I hit an F4 with a missile and it didn't blow him up. Oh, I almost ran into him, which would have killed me, but I blew him up beforehand with my gun. Hey, F-16. I've never used chapped and flares in this game because I'm not 10,000% sure how. But with this maneuverability that they give these planes, you almost don't need to. Come on, F-16. In a 2-circle, the F-16 probably can retain its speed better than the 14. And probably can... I don't know. It's hard to tell. The F-16's a rating machine, though, so I don't feel bad with saying that the F-16 will outrate the F-14. Well, that one died. No need for reinforcements. I'm here. What? How did that miss? I guess I will say I was shooting into the sun, and that these magical missiles are Fox 2s.
Nice kill.
One remaining.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Alright, there we go. Woohoo.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
That's your chance to take him out. Alright.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Alright, what do you think is coming up next?
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade!
What?
Break!
What the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Ah. The Arsenal Bird. This is a pretty cool fake plane. It's a drone aircraft carrier. That is also an aircraft. That is, in itself, an aircraft.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal Bird.
How do you, what do you mean just learned? Were you not paying attention?
Enemy has a radar lock. Break, now!
Just waiting for mission command.
I think that volley I shot at him destroyed at least 2.
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys move down easy.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal Bird.
Mission update. Destroy the Arsenal Bird. You okay?
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Big Baby Huey. So this is the real reason why I wanted to have a plane that'll shoot multiple tracked
H2 locked.
missiles
Enemies on me.
for this mission.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
That's a lot of missiles. Let me do another approach.
Verifying the situation.
These things just don't let up. Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Golem 3, Golem
It's
2 's
missile, the video game. Missile. Missile.
We lost another friendly.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
Oh, Lord.
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking.
Controls are out.
Oh, shit. My missiles.
Skeleton 2 lost.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm at 93% damage.
All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they noticed earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some
An
time to
Arsenal
escape.
bird can fuck right off.
Hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Oh god, I'm almost dead.
Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to
I'll
fill
shoot
in for me.
those last missiles.
Won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Wait, I can't get them off.
I've got you now. Firing. Got one in my sights.
That one's done. There's another game they call like I haven't played it yet. I have it, but a lot of people like to call it like a not Ace Combat game that feels more Ace Combat than the newer Ace Combat games. It's called Operation Wingman, and I've got it, and I've been thinking about playing it, but it lets you play in VR, and I'd like to play it in VR. So in the future, I might be playing that game. Who knows?
Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
I didn't even lock on fucking shooting before I could.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now.
Oh no!
One bandage. This is 30.
Please, I don't want any more. I don't want any more.
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30.
It's 230.
I can't shake it off.
Those planes are good. Yeah, those are flankers. They have. They also have thrust vectoring on them. The Chinese ripped off their design and got in trouble with the Russians. But then they forgave them because it's China and Russia.
Get those UAVs off of France.
I'm trying.
Get your asses out. Fox 2, Fox 2.
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. Now, firing.
Machines don't get tired.
Not getting away.
Does main squadron still have their hot shot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back. Just have faith.
There.
We know you would get. We'll take it.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
First-rate aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
Okami's is starting a heist.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off. Not on my watch. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody!
lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got brony?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Alright. I got all the drones. And we've lost a couple people. God damn it. No, it's 1337. I just didn't know that was the limit. And I found it the other day that the limit was 1,337. It's a elite number, you know.
That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Maid Squadron, withdraw.
There's a bomber that has ailerons like that, the XB70.
The deck is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing.
Oh, am I landing on an aircraft carrier? Or the...
Lower your speed. 1500 to carrier. H2, bank left.
I can do this.
H2, lower your nose. You're too high.
No, I'm good.
I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
what a landing that would have never been accepted or worked. Good job.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti.
No,
Carrier-borne
it didn't have any
aircraft
planes.
mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us.
Oops.
Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home.
You're welcome.
The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Oh, Silver Ace. I don't know what that's for, but yes. Su-47 Berkut. Sure. Next mission. Ah, another cutscene.
Here he comes.
There's your SU-30.
Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out.
So that's an
Their sisters,
Uktibani. That's
15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now, compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again.
It looks like Old Snake.
If his flight suit
but
still
in
wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
Yeah, so this is the Uktibani, or the bad guys. They have an old
How
ace
penal is this penal unit, you ask?
that they're basing his flight
This
patterns
place is a shithole.
and putting it into the drones.
If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls.
Anarchist.
Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny?
Attackers.
The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd
We're
shout,
fighting for Osia.
"Burn Osia down." No way am
She's
I
talking
just
about
gonna sit
burning
here
us
and rot
down.
away in this
Okay.
hellhole.
That's good.
So
Glad we're
Building
all on the
fake-ass
same team
planes to
here.
trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off.
Yeah, so
You can count on that.
so Oshia kind of fucked her over though. So like they're kind of really pointing out like Oshia is not really the good guy in the situation either.
I mean,
As proved
it's
by the
hard to
failure of our
say
previous
who's a good
strategy,
guy in
the
war,
Arsenal
but
birds
I
have
get
bolstered
what
the
you
enemy's
mean.
anti-air
War
network.
is just
This will be
ugly.
difficult to overcome.
I just mean like in this story in general.
However, we still need to get swiftly to
I
the
totally
space
get what you
elevator, no
mean.
matter what it takes.
It's kind of like there is no
Someone
real
there is
war type of deal, you know?
Sure.
The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape.
Okay, so
Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger.
nice. That's me. I'm Trigger.
After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air
Thor,
weapons.
you need to be
Gollum
stopped,
and others
bud.
will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
All right, so the president was taking a tour of this space elevator when it got attacked by Erusian forces, and he was able to be hidden, so they haven't been able to find him. So my mission is to fly in and maneuver through their radars and get in close to protect the helicopter that's supposed to come and pick up the president. And that is what this mission is. Now, I've already flown the F-22, the F-14, and the F-35. Let's see what plane we should be flying now. All right, let's drop down here to the higher stuff. So, this is all okay. So all this stuff that down here is the DLC stuff. So that has like the old F2A, which is a modified F16, the FB22, which is the I'm not sure what the FB stands for. The XF was 22 was the experimental, so I don't know what the FB is. The F16 XL, which is a weapons platform, basically. It's a huge ass. It's like an F16, but like on steroids for weapons. The F15 with canards. This is a plane that NASA made. The CFA-44, which I don't know what the fuck that is. Looks like a fake airplane to me. The XFA-27, also a fake plane. And what the hell is this? What aircraft am I getting? The ADFX. The ADF-1. Oh, this is okay, so I can also fly the drone aircraft. And then the Su-33. MiG-29, this is a good plane. It's like the F-15. Su-33, this is a maneuverable plane. This is a super maneuverable plane. And then the MiG-21S, which is a Cold War plane. So what kind of plane you want to see in the sky there, Ken?
Oh,
good job, Thor. Finally beat the air gym, got the air badge. Did you get the TM to let you learn fly?
What's the ADF?
The ADF. This is a DLC plane. It is a it's supposed to be like an unmanned plane. It's these two, the ADF-01 and the ADF-11F.
Let's go with the 11F.
All right.
It's badass.
All
What
right.
is the U-Wave?
What?
What's the U-Wave?
That is, those are autonomous fighter UAVs that I launch from my plane. So I can lock onto something and then shoot a plane at it, and then it will start following that plane and shooting it and shoot at it. I can grab one. I can grab it if you want.
Sure. It's really fuck shit up.
I was gonna show you the other one. Like here, the other weapons is your average air-to-air high maneuverable missile or a straight-up tactical laser. So you have a laser, a missile, or a drone. So what do you want? The drone or the missile or laser? Drone.
Wait, laser was an option. Hold up, go for laser, 100%.
Okay, I've never used it, but it's not tracking. But I'll try to use it as best as I can.
This sounds fun. We're gonna fuck shit up with a laser, son. Or as Dr. Evil would say,
laser. Yeah. All right, metallic red. I'm assuming that's. I can select an emblem. Oh, I got too many. Oh, all right. Sortie.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
All right.
Oh
so,
man, it goes 3 times faster than any other version of the same plane, huh?
Yeah, of course. It actually is the fastest version of this plane.
Because it's painted red, obviously.
Yeah.
Area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
Alright, so let's begin the look. You can look at the map. That's the radar.
Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
I'm not gonna lie, Ken. I know this mission. I think everything but the laser is good for this mission. But it's okay. I am up for a challenge to see what I can do. I have 150 other missiles, so it might not be too terrible. Actually, you know, this is an early mission. You're not meant to have these higher level other missiles as well, so I think it'll be just fine.
We have a laser though.
We do have a laser though. Okay, turning left.
Planes aren't ready for it.
Yeah, man.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Oh, that is a real concern, I guess, in certain areas, isn't it?
What?
Ice formation in clouds.
Yeah, it wouldn't
I mean, it's
form
obviously
super
very
fast.
rare air spaces, but
Well, I mean, there's actual defrosters, a lot of planes, but on like fighter planes and stuff like that, you really don't probably have to worry about it too much. Dude, I'm just gunning it. Let's see how fast I can make it through all these radars.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV going home.
Oh, I can turn
Trigger,
right
you
here.
got 2 directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut.
I'm going for the harder one.
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know you got a bunch of people pulling.
You, your radar, your laser.
And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes.
Going right here.
Built the space elevator and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him.
So everyone's throwing up all these flags.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
is that the space elevator?
Yeah, it's a space elevator.
When did Ace Combat 7 come out?
Only a couple years ago. I
wonder
think
if
it was
this
like
is,
2020.
Where did they get the space elevator idea, I wonder?
Space elevator has been a concept for decades.
Decades?
Yeah. It said the first country to make a space elevator will own all the profits forever. But it's nearly impossible to actually make.
The first time I came across it was like early 2000s.
It's more like we don't have. There's literally zero materials that we have that can support that much weight. Stupid.
H2, target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I'm gonna circle around here for a little bit, shoot these AAs and SAM sites,
H2, target down.
so we can get this helicopter over here to save Mr. El Presidente. Oh shit. Oh shoot.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Gollum Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft.
AA. Ow. AA.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
Alright. Zip around.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress.
Yeah, you're fine. Just calm down.
Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down.
You mean
Destroy them.
those anti-air weapons that I just destroyed?
All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are cleared to land.
Roger. Rendezvous in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Oh no. They're back. Ah, Chinook.
Rescue craft tagged on.
Initiating saving the president.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the...
All right, let's see what this laser can do.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the
So let me shoot a couple of these Mark 99s.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
Oh, shit. I had the wrong weapon selected. It doesn't stop. Oh my god. Sorry, everyone. This thing is hard to control. Let's see if I want to destroy at least one thing with this laser. Boom, destroyed.
He's approaching the space elevator. Stop him.
Okay. Shooting down these container boxes. One should be just fine.
Express identified. Behind the gantry crane. Mr. Harley, stay right there. Jacob's been hit. Incoming rocket.
Alright, now that I got those taken care of, let's see if I can shoot down a plane with this now.
They got the chopper and Sierra too. That was thermobaric. Rocket.
Damn. UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Boom, shot one down with a laser.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down. Look, the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Hurley got him.
Alright, let's take these
Sir,
guys
we
out.
feel the same way. We'll figure something out. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
I too am in a UAV.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Fly?
Better than Mr. Hurley.
Will do.
Missile, get out of the way!
Page 2. Box 2.
I think that should. That does. Okay.
Enemies locked on. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Oh shit, its machine gun is a laser too.
Column 3, missile! Break! Break!
Good night.
That's
Hell yeah.
Mop up the rest.
President, we're fighting against
Target eliminated. Three remaining.
Missile inbound! Evade!
Come on. Alright, got another target I gotta chase down. You also get more money or points at the end the more things you destroy. So even the things that aren't technically targets are worth destroying as well.
If you can, you have the extra ammo, yeah. I mean, you generally should have the extra ammo. If you don't, you really fucked up.
Destroyed. Nice.
You inspire me, Trigger.
There's sometimes you'll have to go rearm.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, but it's not super often.
In gun range.
Damn.
This is column 3. Bandit on my 6. They can't get away.
It's all the way over there. Time to see how fast this thing can go. That speed on the side, I'm not quite sure what units it's measuring in. But damn it, here we go. It sounds like race cars and not jets. Let me get out of the way of this space elevator so I don't crater myself into it. Woohoo! Almost did it anyways. A room here. Wow, yeah, little assholes flying through it. Bam, 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 bam. Got him.
All UAVs have been
Got him.
splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off.
Then take off, baby. You got it.
Goose 1, take off. Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh yeah, mission update.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big
Uh-oh.
bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Trigger, enemy UAV down. Nice work. Keep it up.
Got him.
Enemies locked on. Breaking. Missile incoming.
Roger. Sending UAV to the transport. Orders are to fire
Oh.
warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fighter.
Mage 2, shot down abandoned.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic ally chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Dude, this music's bumping though.
Mage 2, missile
Gargoyle
launch.
1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my orders. Someone's on the White House. I mean, the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Gargoyle, change.
Stall warning, stall warning. I'm living on the edge.
Mother Goose 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble, babble, babble.
3 minutes.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Double
It's F-14s. Okay. I see the aim 54s are on them, but there's no aim 54 in the game. Oops.
AIM 54 again.
Aim 54 is a type of missile. It's
Gargoyle did their
a
job.
very long range missile.
Why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
It was the first missile to take use of what's called TWS, track while scan. So the plane can lock on to like multiple enemies and launch individual missiles at each one without losing track.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1
Pretty
is
useful,
hit.
pretty cool.
Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Come on,
Just send help this way.
go.
I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Damn it.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of
What?
course. UAV down.
Radar lock acquired.
Oh,
One of them breathing down my neck.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling,
Damn it.
please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you.
All right, where's Mother Goose 1? What's he doing?
Let's go, Trigger.
There
Take
he
him
is.
down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Lockdown bandit.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
No.
Where'd the missile come from? Mage 2 fired that. It was those
No, I didn't.
friendly missile hit him. Verifying the situation. Stop speculating. Friendly fire. I saw it. Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived. Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest.
I don't mean anything.
UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
It's a setup. I swear it.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Okay, so tough to decipher what just happened. There's the president's helicopter got shot down, and everybody thinks it's you. that's the gist of it. Was it me? Who knows?
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes.
I didn't do it,
But
Okami.
in the end, it was all just for show.
It wasn't me.
So, up they went, day after day.
It was a
after
drone.
day.
He was the
Today they
closest.
tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
Who do you think the new guy is that they're thrown into a prison?
My dad died
Possibly,
flying for the Ocean Air Force.
Dude that killed president?
When your allies are surrounded, one of
Me?
the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to
Killed
retreat.
president?
Whoever
No.
signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling.
I didn't do
the
it.
president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
I didn't do it. I promise.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial.
I didn't do it.
He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh.
No, not me.
His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes.
Except I'm not con.
A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force.
Can't prove it.
So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains.
Oh.
But that idea was
Delicious.
flat out rejected. Nope. You'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area.
Oh, God.
Okay. I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer.
That's me. Well, I didn't do
We don't
it.
expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Alright, so I'm in a fake base with planes, and they don't want me to do anything with them except fly and be like, look at me, I'm a plane. Alright. Well. Well, Okami, they're in a war, so they're throwing me into an air base where they're assuming I'm just gonna get killed anyway, so I suppose that's kinda the same thing, right? What plane should I take out? Being a freshly accused, j'accused man of killing a president.
That's a good question.
So,
what is the Gripen E?
the Gripen. That is
Gripen.
the Swedish, what is it?
It just have like a kayak for a missile?
Hmm?
The
No, this is the air to
LAM?
ground. It's
okay.
yeah, kayak. Yeah, it's a
kayak missile, dude.
The Gripen is a Swedish plane. It is a sweet plane. It's a pretty cool plane. So the other thing you can do with this game is that you can just assign parts to planes too. So let's say that
You can just like make a mutt.
Huh?
You can just make a mutt plane.
Well, I mean like upgrade to the plane. So like I could make it so I can put a thrust adjusting steering device in, whatever that is. It brings up my arms. So I can put that on and put this on. I can just outfit this plane to have really good homing. Additional bomb explosives, high output bombs. Let's So then I can't target those anymore. Then let's put something else on here. Let's mobility. Level up the mobility. Oh, Queen's Custom, sure. That brings up quite a bit of stuff. This, and then boom. There, now I have a way more maneuverable plane that has better homing capabilities for the missiles. And then, of course, let's pick our Indigo. Oh, that looks cool. What's this? Of course, Stride. Let's do Indigo. That looks cool. Let's Sortie.
It's time to get busy, convicts.
Okami, I'll take the slowest one next time.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
Shoot him down.
Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies.
I've got the tiniest looking plane. all these giant planes, and then this plane.
Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, Trigger.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass.
Your ass is grass.
Take off confirmed.
Is Saab? Yes, Thor. This plane is a Saab.
What?
No missiles again. The FCS is locked.
This plane, I believe, is a Saab.
The company that makes cars.
The company, I believe, first made planes. Look at the maneuverability of this plane. Ugh. Good plane. Yeah, Saab made the Gripen, I believe. They made the Viggen.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? Yeah! This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you and
This plane also is super fast.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
You hear me?
Righto.
Spare 15, you're too far away. No time for sightseeing.
What do you mean I'm too far away? I'm right behind the enemy. They're shooting me with their bombers that have 20mm rounds in them. Oh, I just watched an alley get blown up.
Look at that. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Yes, the enemy just hit the control tower.
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke.
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
What about gas? Wait, what about gas?
Commander McKenzie? Damn it.
Shiran, what about gas?
Listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Can you see if Shiran answers while I'm...
I decide when you die.
Alright, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Head to the next target.
What's Trigger's background? He's been a pilot for a hot minute, I'm guessing.
I'm not sure how long he's been a pilot, but he's definitely in trouble for shooting the president.
Sure. I'm just saying he should be able to run circles around these inmate types.
Well, these inmate types are also pilots.
Oh, gotcha. I thought they just happened to know how to fly a plane and they were being sent up to just do something.
No, I think they specifically have pilots so they can run aircraft. They said that originally they had them there so they can start the aircraft to run them hot, so the thermal imaging on satellites made it look like there were planes that were flying in this area. Murderer. All right, calm down.
Multiple bandits inbound.
Yoo-hoo.
Bombers and support. All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Watch your six.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back. Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
What the fuck is Steve Bloom randomly just doing some no-name voice in this game?
What?
Yeah, there was Steve Bloom as one of the comm guys just fucking again.
It's probably not too random. I mean, this game is a well-known game.
Well, no. I'm just saying that, like, Steve Bloom is a big name.
Yeah, this is a big name game.
And he's voicing a no-name character.
There's a lot of games. There's a lot of movies and games that do that. One of Thor's favorite movies, was it something Earth AE Earth AE something like that.
Titan AE.
Titan AE. There we go. That's also a movie that has a ton of top tier voice actors that voice no name people.
Yeah.
It's very common.
It's or unheard of.
Yeah, it's
just
very
that, like,
common.
I'm surprised that, like, because I'm pretty sure that the people that would have voiced in Ace Combat would be with a different studio than Steve Bloom is. So that's kind of why I'm surprised that they got him for a no-name.
Probably should be surprised.
Because, like, if you're going to get someone from out of the studio to do no-name voices, I would think it wouldn't be someone that's a big deal.
I don't see why it would.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Madam McKinsey, please maintain silence for the moment.
Did he just cut him off the radio?
Targets remaining.
Also, all the characters that are on the radio right now aren't technically no name. They're your squad mates.
Temporarily, because you're in a prison, though.
Well, not really temporary. They're flying with you because you're also in the prison.
I thought you were just there temporarily, though, because you were on a mission.
No, we're
it's a real setup.
Yeah, I'm on a fake airbase. They just have me flying around because they are expecting me to get killed, and then I didn't. I'm only on this airfield to make this airfield look like an actual functioning airfield.
Then you win. So what? You're not done? Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the
Look
control
at this.
tower.
Look at this plane. Those canards on the side can turn to help stop it too.
Spare 15,
To get
you have
extra
permission to land.
ridiculous
Wind
stop
conditions
power.
are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed.
I'll tell you when I'm lowering my airspeed.
1,500 meters. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the
guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Flare my nose.
Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
Right.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
What did you lose a lot of money with?
Spare 15, the runway's free.
Grape and E, a low-weight multi-role fighter. It's basically Sweden's version of the
Did I
F-16.
say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Oh, that was the debrief? Great.
Mihai's granddaughters like to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and
So this is
possessed
a
sort of quiet elegance.
Uktubani old guy's granddaughters.
From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries.
It's good
Theirs
of
was one
Kami.
them. Mihai asked them,
Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
But it's
Mihai
because I
didn't
don't
say a word
listen.
after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji.
Mihai needed a new razor.
His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji.
Okay.
What?
When he was young, he was
That
given
is
the
not a
nickname
fucking
Shalaji.
name.
Then,
They just threw a
revolution broke
bunch
out
of them
among his
together and said it was one name.
Mihai was betrayed by a close
That was at
friend
least
who
5
pointed the gun
people.
at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime.
Yeah, that's the guy that they're basing his flight data.
Test sites soon flourished.
To
One
the
day, a classmate
drones.
of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler.
She was a princess.
She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy.
That PNGS dog.
This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation
That
were
dog is
independent from
it's a
hers.
PNG. What the fuck?
Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after
Yeah.
all.
Where am I?
I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Long day. Oof, it's been a long day. I was accused of shooting down the president. They're getting me in trouble for shooting down bad guys now. Ugh.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
You guys are dicks. Alright, so let's get a Lu Bu and Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, he really fell. He became from a general to a guy that just does prep. Just the briefings now. F-18F, Block 3. Let's see, F-18F, 22, 30, 22, 15. Do they even have an 18 in here? Oh no, F-18F. This is the regular F-18. F-18. ETGM. So there. You know what, whatever. I'm taking Maverick's F-18 out.
Sure.
Let's do. I don't want to do air to ground. Sure, I'll do this one. And then let's throw some parts on this motherfucker. Air to ground. Let's bump up the air to air. System, yes. Homing, yes. Reload up higher. Do this. Of course, Queen's Custom. Let's do mobility. Do a couple mobilities. And I think that's good. I think that's a good upgrade. Okami, was it you? Oh. That's in this game. I can fly that plane in this game, Okami. I flew to Gloucestershire.
Some welcome. All aircraft spread out and attack. We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out
Top Gun.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
Alright, let's do this.
What are the odds of getting out alive? That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
I know it. Everyone's saying how weird it is that I took a bunch of air to air, and this is gonna have a bunch of air to ground. But if this is the mission, I think I want this loadout.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free
What
to
do you
take
think
them
it
out.
is?
Phew. They have to destroy X amount of money's worth of vehicles, or X amount of stuff. Let's see, where is it? I have to do what is it? 17,000 points of damage.
I'm heading back. Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys. Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off? You're gonna wish this mission never ended. Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around. I got him.
Take this, missiles. These Tu-160s look an awful lot like B-1s.
Bandit down. Spare 6. You haven't attacked a single target yet.
Wait, what do you...
Enemy in gun range. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target. You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. Fox 2. All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Scratch one hostile. That was fast.
Man, that was me. I destroyed all bombers before takeoff.
This bastard wants a piece of me. Enemy has a lock on you. Trigger, rocking it hard. Cut the crap. There's work to do. Targets are hard to spot in this terrain. It's like playing whack-a-mole in the dark.
I like listening to their radio columns. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but I'm fine with it.
No, it's just nice.
I have 2 orders for you. Stop wasting ammo and shut the hell up.
I'm waiting. You're wasting. You shut up. Got him. I think I should have showed him.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
Alright.
You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day. The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count? Haha, Trigger's the one who did most of the work. Why are you so proud of that, Fullman? Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Not what I meant to switch to.
Spare 15, missile away. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Hell yeah, Trigger did. Because Trigger's a certified badass. Ooh, okay. See you. A-64, that's a helicopter. That's an Apache helicopter.
Spare 15, missile away. Now the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one.
Oh, CH-47. I think that's the Chinook, isn't it? Or am I way off?
Chinook.
Chinook.
Strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandog. Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Got him. In solitary. Got him.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access. Don't worry about crashing. Worry about your sins.
Don't worry about crashing. Worry about your sins. What? Yeah. That's why this game is Anime the Airplane Game.
Sins will just weigh down your soul with gravity, and you'll just fall to the ground and die. Clearly, because anime law. Come on, Chris, get with her.
Yeah, apparently.
It was obvious. How did you not know
AV-8B,
that?
yeah. I shot an AV-8B down, which is a Harrier jump jet.
What is a Harrier?
Harrier, it's the VTOL plane that we've been using for way too long. What? It wouldn't hit? I missed? I was like 2 inches behind him. It was the plane that was used in True Lies when Arnold Schwarzenegger hovered in a plane. That was that was an AV-8B.
Okay.
I've got 6 minutes. I still need points.
Spare 15, missile away.
I need 5,000 more points. I feel like there's a Sam somewhere, or a. Oh, there's a Sam.
Aircraft approaching at high speed, bearing 280.
Ah. Drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They're drones. These must be the drones. Yes.
Just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission. It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. Enemy has a lock on you. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Penal units are just pawns.
A lot of anti-air in these canyons.
Operation. Spare 15, missile away. Damn, these guys are agile. 5 minutes remaining. Spare 15 locked. Okay. All that's left below you is piles of rubble. Look for more enemies. Let's see if they can't hit you this time. Vehicle down.
Hell yeah.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Fuck yeah, Trigger destroy the target. Trigger's a fucking badass. I feel like I've said that line before. Oh, look at all these. I wonder how many points these drones give me.
Well down.
350.
Is Trigger still alive?
I'm just gonna go for more ground units for these last 3 minutes. See if I can get these last 1,000 points I need.
Someone get this enemy off my tail. I can. I've got my hands full too. High roller missile, shake it off.
500 points left.
I'm still at the table. High roller missile, another one. I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High Roller. He's been taken out. Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
You don't piss your pants. I don't piss my pants. You piss your pants.
You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still.
Ah, thank God I beat it.
Keep yourself nice and exposed.
Now everything I do now is just extra icing on the cake.
Another man down. There's no point. Retreat. Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished. I'm hit. My aircraft. This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots? Shut up. Try and stop it. This is Sparrow 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops. Sparrow 11, just do your job. This is how I'm getting behind Trigger. Whatever sticks to best that you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows who the bunch members.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility. Was not paying attention to the ground. Almost just smashed into the wall. Yeah, Thor. Yeah, exactly. Our movie. True Lies.
Engage or face punishment. Keep rapping away, little guard dog. You'll pay for this. Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best.
The one with the highest score wins.
That's not creepy or anything.
What?
That's not creepy or anything. It's some dude's talking about the one with the highest score shooting people down in war.
I mean, Legolas and Gimli did it.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Doesn't make it any better.
I mean, yeah. Gotta love what you do, I suppose.
Also, the way he said it made it even creepier.
I've been going too slow down here near the ground. I got hit by a bunch of AA. Actually, I got hit by a missile. And it really kind of fucking hurts. F4E, F4 Phantoms.
Nothing but trouble this mission, I'm afraid.
Got 17 seconds left on this to get my objective done, but I've already got it done, son.
You're not like the ones who scurry back to the base, Trigger, I'll give you that. Okay, you've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass. Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too.
Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
If we didn't die. Jeez. Bit
Where's your
rough,
sense of
yeah.
humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
Dude, you suck. Oh, I was wrong. I thought there was a part 2 to this mission.
Nope. Turns out there isn't, apparently.
Apparently not.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs.
I didn't.
This will result in solitary. Take them.
Got a new emblem.
You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons.
Oh, nice.
But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need
I think
to
I
choose
remember this
something
mission.
useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own.
Dick.
Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the aircraft tree. How do I zoom out? Here we go. So this is all the DLC planes over here. But this is usually where you start off, right here at the F-16. You get to choose which path you want to go. So the F-14 or the MiG-29, which is weird that they put that against the F-14. The MiG-29's a little bit, I would rank it a little bit below the F-15, but that's just me. And then you could also get the Mirage or the F-2A. So like, you kind of go around. F-14 would be American. F-2A. Who made the F-2A? It's based off of the F-16, and then the Mirage 2000 would be the French, and then you kind of get the European ones where you can get the Gripen, the Raphael, which is also a really good plane, the Typhoon, which I don't have yet actually. I got it now. I'm slowly trying to unlock all these planes. I'll just go through fits of either playing this game or not.
No, I feel that.
And then after you unlock the plane, you only get one of the weapons, special weapons, and you'd have to buy the other ones, which I don't have enough to buy the special weapons, but we're still in the early missions. And then, or the Typhoon, which is also a really good plane. And then, I went the American route, so I got the F-15, I haven't gotten the YF-23 just yet, which is the experimental plane that went up against the F-22, but I did get the F-22, and then at the end, all of them combined to get the X-02S Strike Wyvern, which is 2 million points, which I don't have right now.
Strike Wyvern? What is that?
It's a fake plane. It's not real. I haven't been able to fly because I haven't unlocked it. I'm trying to unlock everything.
Fucking Gundam add-on part.
It kind of does. But after I get done unlocking all of the European and then eventually the MiGs, the Russians, which I can unlock the MiG-20 or the Su-57, which is the 5th gen fighter, in Top Gun Maverick. Then I think that's 57. I might be wrong. But then I have all of these. Remember the things I can put in the planes to make them better? I still have all of these I haven't bought yet. And eventually I'll just go through here and buy all these. But yeah, that's basically the game. I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm not gonna actually do this mission, but I do want to show. Oh hey, look, this is also the 15 fighter. I do want to show you can take the Dark Star out. This is the experimental plane. What is this? Anti-surface and anti-air high-sec laser capable of firing in short bursts and can fire at great speeds and from long distances. Yeah, so I can. Is there different skins I can put on it? Oh, there is. Ooh, it can get red. Spare skin, Strider skin, they all look the same. The emblem, I don't know where it goes. I wish there was a way I can view the aircraft. But yeah, this is the Dark Star. Oh, preview. This is the aircraft I flew to England in less than an hour in stream from Indianapolis.
Because it's super bullshit.
What?
Because super busted bullshit physics, right?
No, actually, this is all theoretical.
Oh, so this is within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, it uses scramjets, which are like, I was gonna say they're like ramjets, but you might not know what a ramjet is. A ramjet is a jet that requires air to be forced through it, so it has to be pushed in. But I'm not quite sure what makes it a scramjet. So, but it can basically just like put a bunch of thrust into it, and to keep wind resistance down, it flies super high up in the air. Yeah, so this is a theoretical plane that theoretically would be able to do that stuff. I don't know if they'll ever actually build it, but it is definitely not built to actually carry any guns or weapons. They just kind of made it a plane like that just so they can fly it in this game. It would definitely not be able to carry any of that stuff and be able to go that fast, because it's not a maneuverable plane at all. It's not meant to move. But anyways, thanks for joining the game. I realize that this is the second time that I've featured this plane in the stream. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. If you could, check out our Facebook or our Twitter in the link in the chat just below us. Also, if you want to hang out with us, click on that Discord link and join our Discord. You can talk to us whenever. The other thing that you can do if you are feeling super spicy is actually look us up on YouTube. We actually have a YouTube channel that I'm streaming to as well. So if at any point you're like, man, whenever they start playing Final Fantasy VIII again, I'd like to remember what they were doing, you can just watch all of our Final Fantasy VIII streams on our YouTube channel. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And eventually, one day, we'll get the Legendary 9 playthrough up there as well.
The only things that aren't being streamed to Ken's channel or to the YouTube channel is anything streamed by Ken, because it only streams to Twitch. But everything that I've done at my house will stream to YouTube as well.
Yes. And some